Hey everyone, welcome to episode 290, Body Issues. Welcome to the Harmony in the Home podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Hutchison. I'm a counselor, a life coach, and most importantly, an imperfect mom doing this work right along with you. And my goal on our podcast is to go from chaos to calm, feel less frazzled, and have more fun within your four walls to have more harmony in your home. Hey everyone, so we're going to the new year and everybody is going to want to lose weight, feel great, all the things. It's like a new year, all of a sudden we feel like is something new, but all it is just someone who made up a calendar, and all it is a mindset thing. It's a fresh start, but all it is someone just decided that this is the end of the year and we're going to turn over to a new year. So when you think about it, it actually doesn't mean anything, but it actually means everything to the brain, because this is the ultimate starting on Monday kind of goal. So I heard this. And oh my, it almost made me emotional. Okay, this was the TikTok I heard and it blew me away. Before I play the TikTok though, I want to talk to you about our sponsor, Herbal Face Food, who I talk about all the time because they're that amazing for acne, rosacea, wrinkles, fine lines, eczema, splotchy skin, dark circles, puffiness. Really helped with my puffiness. And a way to help the show not be behind a paywall, you go to herbalfacefood.com. Even if you buy a bar of soap, or some eye cream, it will help the show. You use the code HARMONY20, and that tells Herbal Face Food, hey, this podcast is sending people our way. And it's a way to put kind of some money in the tip jar to keep the lights on for the podcast. Go to herbalfacefood.com and use our coupon code HARMONY20 for 20% off your first order, and let me know how you like it. So before I play this is really timely because it's going to be the new year. And everyone's like, new year, new you. But guess what? You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to be a new you. The you are is wonderful just the way you are. And this TikTok might make you emotional because it did for me.
I can't remember anyone I've ever seen at a public pool with such a memorable body, good or bad, that I think about it ever again. I've never been enamored by an attractive person in a bar or at an airport enough for them to grab my attention more than just the once. I've never thought, I wonder if that woman's jeans are a bigger size this year than they were last year. I've never sat at a table at a party and repeated a story about the way someone's arms looked in their tank top or which notch someone had on their belt when I saw them last. When I talk about my friends, sometimes I will bother to note that they are beautiful, yes, but I will list the things that make them that way. That they're funny and thoughtful, kind and caring, strange and lovely. Not that their frame is small or their clothes are expensive. Because it is one thing to want to be looked at and another to want to be known. I cannot wait for you to meet her. She's in such good shape. Doesn't roll off the tongue like I cannot wait for you to meet her. She's so nice and funny. You are going to love her. Some things are here to stay and some things are bound to go, and I promise you from the deepest part of my soul, you will be remembered for the way that you are, not the way that you look.
Oh, I don't know why that made me so emotional. It's the music, it's her voice. Holy moly, her name is Josie Balka, Josie. Apparently she's a big deal because everyone's like, oh, I would never pass up a Josie TikTok. That's what the comments say. I'm like, who's Josie? So apparently I've been living under a rock. But isn't that so beautiful? Because that's what people know you. Everyone in the comments like, oh, I never pass up a Josie Balka. I never pass up a Josie Balka TikTok. I'm like, who's Josie Balka? Well, I went to her page and she's flipping amazing. She's in the soundproof room. She's looking at you as she's reading from a screen. She has the music going behind you. She could sing her ABCs on that setting. And I'm like, it's so good. And she says, hope you're the best. Don't forget it. And Jax Lorraine says, our bodies are the least interesting thing about us. But don't we spend so much time thinking and consuming, and then we project that onto other people, thinking that they're thinking that about us? When they're not, because like Jax Lorraine says, it's the least interesting thing about us. Jada says, well, I did see a man in a SpongeBob Speedo and I think about that more frequently than I'd like. Oh, jeez. I'm here getting emotional and then I'm thinking about SpongeBob Speedo. And then Beatrice's book says, no, this isn't true. When I was a kid at a public pool, I saw a whole lady's bush out and I still remember. Oh, jeez. Sorry. It just took a turn. And I wasn't expecting it to turn. Summer says exactly what I need to hear today. Yes. I think your soul is beautiful, Janice says. Thank you for sharing your gift. This is brilliant, fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes. Jocelyn says, typing this through a blur of my tears. Meg says, over here crying about all your poetry. I need this so bad, said Cass. I always say to my students in the nicest way, nobody cares enough to look at you the way you look at you. Because when people do talk about each other, I can't wait to meet my friend. And then what are the qualities and what are the adjectives that they throw in there? It's never about what size shorts you wear. Hello? When you think about it that way, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet my friend. She's so funny. She's so thoughtful. She's so sweet. She's so nice. She's so caring. She's so loving. I told my friend Shar, I'm like, when you introduce me to talk about me, can you just start with she's hilarious? Because that's like the ultimate compliment. But then we realize we project onto other people what we think about ourselves, and we think that other people are thinking about our short size. And like she said in the audio, no one is looking at your belt loop. No one's looking at my belt loop. No one's looking at my flabby arms. No one's looking at my squishy skin or my wrinkles or my cellulite. But we think that everybody is because we project what we think about ourselves onto other people. So when we clean that up, you're like, oh, I'm not thinking about other people's bodies. So they're definitely not thinking about my body. Nor do they care about it because guess what they're thinking about? Their own body. And then projecting that onto me, thinking that I'm thinking what I'm not thinking. So it's just banana making. But it's also so freeing to know, because when you know better, you do better. And then you can let go of all that chatter because no one's actually thinking about you and no one's actually thinking about me. That's the ego's way of playing into the fear and anxiety of not being good enough. And realize like, oh, they're not thinking about me. They're thinking about themselves. Just like I'm not thinking about them. I'm thinking about myself, projecting that onto the other people. So go to Josie's page. It's really good. You're probably like, Kelly, she's been around forever. She has 737 followers. And that had 12 million with an M views. 12 million. What? She said she's the happiest sad girl. And her IG is Josie Balka. And she's amazing. And what's cool about this is when you learn this, then you realize you're not going to project onto your kids because you don't want to be an almond mom. What's an almond mom? I just heard this the other day. Well, Lily always says that. She's like, you have no sense of time. You'll say the other day and it was like the other year. So an almond mom, apparently, it was on the Today Show in 2023. So I think that's when I heard about it. A term, almond mom, describes a parenting style that involves unhealthy eating habits and harmful advice, such as obsessing over healthy eating, body image, or fitness, restricting diets, eating only clean and healthy foods, projecting their own disordered eating habits onto their children, not setting appropriate relationship boundaries with food. The term became popular after viewing a video of Yolanda Hadid, a former model and star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, resurfaced. In the video, Hadid tells her daughter Gigi that she was feeling really weak after eating an almond. The hashtag almond mom has over 300 million views on TikTok. The trend has sparked conversations about the impact of diet culture on women and girls. Some say that children who grow up with an almond mom may have a hard time shaking the habit of restricting certain foods from their diet. Eating healthy is not a problem in itself, but it can become a problem when food groups are completely avoided. And what am I going to say about teaching our kids about eating healthy? The Goldilocks balance in all the things. And who decides that balance? YOU. Because what's healthy for me might not be healthy for you. What's healthy for you might not be healthy for me. It's all about balance. You could do the 80-20, you could do the 50-50, you could do the 90-10, you could do the 70-30. We eat healthy 70% of the time and 30% we just let caution to the wind. Or you could do 80-20, you could do 90-10, you could do 50-50. Whatever you feel is that healthy Goldilocks balance. Now, if you feel like you're out of balance and you're too much of an almond mom, then it's time to go from maybe if you're 90-10 to go maybe 80-20. If you feel like you're not even close to being an almond mom, you're not even on the radar of being an almond mom, and you eat super unhealthy, you don't have healthy lifestyle, you're not eating healthy, you're not modeling healthy lifestyle, you're not at a healthy weight that you want to be at to feel comfortable in your own skin, to model that for your kids, then you might want to up the health talk and lower the junk talk. So that's why it's an individual decision. It's between you, And then just know that your kids are absorbing and picking it all up. The good, bad, and the ugly. All of it. So that's why consciousness is so important and taking the ego out of that relationship, because the more conscious and healthy you are, the more conscious and healthy your kids are by osmosis, by accident, just from being in your four walls, because they pick up what you're putting down. I know that's a saying, but that literally is what's going on in your four walls. So many things that you're doing unconsciously, you don't even know, they are picking it up. It's like Wi-Fi. They're picking up the signal that you're putting out. And there's nothing you can do about it other than being conscious about it and just focusing on your side of the street. Because everyone tells me they want calm, friendly, kind, loving, confident children. So the best way to have all those attributes within your children is to model and embody it for yourself first. So it's a win-win, because then the kids pick it up. And if they don't pick it up, then you know it's not from your side of the street that they picked it up. It might be from culture. It might be from their friends. It might be from society. It might be from TikTok. It might be from your spouse. It might be from their friends. And you just keep modeling and body. And that's the most powerful way to teach your child anything and everything. And when you're conscious about this, you can project that onto your kids. And guess what? Everyone has much more harmony in the home. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Hey mamas, thanks for listening. If you had any ahas, clicks, or those lightning bolt moments while listening, you have to check out my free parenting bootcamp, where we take all of this to the next level and we try to create even more awakenings for ourselves so that we can connect more with our kids and never yell at them again. You can sign up at www.coachingkelly.com. And if you really want to fill up my love cup, send me an email of what your aha was, what your click was. What was that lightning bolt moment while you were listening? I want nothing more in life than for you to have harmony in your home and to learn how to be an imperfect mom like me, which allows your kids to be imperfect too, each and every day. Thanks for listening.